Hello all. So today we have connected again to discuss, to let you know how you can identify a Scrum Master who is maybe faking the experience in the resume. So to give you an understanding for that, me and Neha will be doing a real-time session where I will be playing a role of an interviewer where Neha has applied in our organization as a Scrum Master role. And I will be interviewing her and I will observe her answers and I will note it down. I will also suggest every one of you to just observe and note your own points and let's see how it works and you can compare with our observation with yours. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so Neha, thanks for applying for the position. We are happy to see you here. Can you please tell me something about yourself?
Yeah. Hi, Saili. Thanks for giving me opportunity. So I am Neha Goplani. I am a certified Scrum Master. I have 3.5 years of experience in a Scrum Master role. So my roles and responsibility include uh, conducting a daily Scrum, having retrospective meetings, and checking on the team's daily status, daily updates, what they are doing, how they are progressing to their sprint and all.
Thanks, Neha. So I am just making the points. So would you mind? So I just write it down, some my observation.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And thanks for sharing. Like to know that you have a good experience in as a Scrum Master and you are mostly 3.5 years experience as a Scrum Master
Yeah.
is quite a good time. And you are mostly involved in all the conducting all the events. And so can you just let me know as a Scrum Master, how effectively what is your contribution in the daily Scrum and how you conduct that, as you were saying that you are actively participate there.
Okay. So in daily Scrum, what I do is basically daily. We have our daily Scrum in morning. Almost it goes around 15 to 20 minutes. So what I do is I start sharing my Jira dashboard and I call one-on-one name of my team members, come as per the Jira dashboard, and start asking the status, like what they are working, what is the progress of their status. So from everyone in my team member, I ask all the status of their work, what they are doing and why they have not done this work. So I start asking this kind of question to everyone.
Okay, so that is how your daily Scrum looks like,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay. So my next question to you will be, can you share any of 2 to 3 retrospective improvement plan which you have discussed in your team and you have accomplished, and how was the journey?
Yeah. So first of all, I just want to inform. Basically, my team is very new to the Scrum. So all these people are freshers or a new graduate hire to the team. So we have started working, like it's only our third sprint that we are working together for this project. So till now, we haven't conducted any retrospective for this particular team. So we are planning to have a retrospective meeting after fifth sprint, because these people are very new to the Scrum, so they are not at all aware about these things. So we are just providing them some training sessions on the Scrum. So we are not conducting this retrospective event. So we don't have as such any improvement plan right now available for last 2-3 sprints, we can say.
Okay, so just to conclude what you said, since your team is new, so you are not conducting the retrospective as of now.
Right.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So now, as an experienced Scrum Master, can you tell me what is the difference between meeting and conversation, and how you decide that this particular topic needs to be discussed in a meeting or this one requires a one-to-one discussion? So conversation, what we say.
Yeah.
So
So suppose if I have a time to discuss with my team members, so I can
okay.
say I can just go and discuss with them. So it can be considered as a conversation. Like if I am having a time, so I'm going and discussing with them. And coming to a meeting, I can say like people are just sending the invites and they are joining the meeting in spite of their interest also. Like they are not at all interested, but still they are coming and joining the meeting for the sake of joining. So it's like it's a meeting because it's compulsory for them to join it. So that's why they are joining. So it's like we can say both are just formal meetings itself.
Hmm.
So if we have time, we can go and we can just have a chit chat with our team member and have a conversation. But if we don't have, so it's like we can skip that also. And like if it's not necessary, like we should have any agenda for the meeting and conversation.
Okay, okay, good to know that. And suppose in your team, any of the team member is not finding any good reason to join the daily Scrum because they think that all the developers they are collaborating others time as well. So they don't feel, one or two members don't feel like they to join the daily Scrum. So as a Scrum Master, how you handle this kind of situation?
Yeah, so such kind of situation happened with me in my real life experience also. So as we all know, like Scrum team is a self-organized and self-managed. So we can just rely on the team members if they are willing, okay, not to join this meeting. So we can just like leave on them. So it's their decision. If they want to join, they can join. But if they are not at all interested in joining, then it's fine because like it's self-managed team or self-organized team, so they can decide what they want to do and what is best for them and their team.
Okay, okay. So like that's it from my end. So it's a very good discussion with you, and I will share my feedback with the HR department, and accordingly they will connect with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, Laili. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice meeting with you.
Same here. Okay, so everyone who were watching this interview session, anything you have pointed out, because I have lots of lots of observation to discuss here. First thing, the good thing which I have observed is like Neha is very confident. And one thing I liked is about her is she has a smile in her
Thanks.
face every time. That is very good. Like being a real time interviewer, I also liked that aura of the interviewee who like have this kind of positive smile. So that's very good thing. And you are very confident on your in your answers. That is also a second positive part which I have observed. Now coming to the Scrum.
Okay.
So I believe you all have noted down the same observation which I have observed, and let's make a quick check on it. Okay. So my first observation is when Neha was discussing about his discussion, like what is her experience. So she was mostly mentioning, I conduct this meeting, I take the status, and when I asked the daily Scrum question as well, she mentioned that she take the status. So these are the area where as an interviewer or as an agile project manager or as an agile coach, you can easily like catch them, right? That the experience they are mentioning or the way they are maybe doing the Scrum in their organization, it's not the ideal way. Because if you are an experienced Scrum Master, if you know how to be agile, if you are living by all the agile principles and the values, Scrum values, you know you will keep on learning, you keep on upgrading yourself, and you will know that in recent Scrum guide, those three questions, even like what you did yesterday, what is your plan today, what is your impediment, those are not at all mandatory. And it is not a status call. It is the call where we collaborate with the developers, like the developers collaborate themselves to understand where they are to meet the sprint goal. To have that discussion, whatever question is feasible, they can ask each other. And Scrum Master is not mandatory there. As per the Scrum guide, Scrum Master is working as a developer as well. They can join there as a developer. But initially, they can facilitate it. And they can help the team to become self-managed so that after 1 or 2 sprints, they can do it by their own. So when anyone is saying like, I am taking the status, I am conducting all the meetings, so Scrum Masters are not a meeting coordinator, right? Yeah. So from there, you can easily catch the experience of that real. And so when I heard these kind of things, I went a deeper to by asking some real-time example. Like, can you share your last 3 improvement plan as per the retro? So she mentioned we don't do retro because our team is new. Suppose you have sent your child to a new school admission, whether it is a kindergarten or a lower nursery. So you can observe that from the very first time of the admission itself, the parents teacher meeting and understanding the child feedback from the discussion between the parents and the teacher. We try to understand where the child needs the help, right? That same required for the retrospective. Even if your team is immature in a norming forming stage, as a scrum master, if you are entertaining to skip any event, that means as a scrum master, you are not experienced enough, or you are not understanding the why behind all the things, and you will land up doing the scrum wrongly, and you will not get the result as it should be, right? My next observation is like the understanding, the basic understanding when we require meeting and when we require one-to-one conversation. There is a huge gap in understanding that. So I would like to hear it from Neha, you, like
Yeah.
how you address this in your organization.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Riley, for sharing. So, first of all, now let's see what is difference between conversation and meeting. So, conversation is an interaction between two or more persons. It's more informal, and there is a no set agenda. It's not. It's not like we have to always have a prepared agenda for conversation. But when we come to a meeting is a gathering of certain people to talk about or work on particular predetermined agenda. So a meeting is definitely more sharing of knowledge or progress on assignments or tasks. Also, these meetings are led by one specific person. So an event where the primary activity of the participant is to attend educational session, participate in discussion, social functions, or attend other organized events are known as meeting. So let's see, suppose, let's take an example when two or more friends are discussing on some topic. So it's kind of conversation. They are just discussing on one topic, or just they are doing some chit chat. So because they don't have any proper set agenda. But if we see scrum events or a product backlog refinement meeting, so it's a meeting because we have properly set agenda, like we need to discuss user story or refine the user story in our product backlog refinement meetings. So in conversation there is no fixed place or a time, but meeting there we have a prefixed places and time and agenda set. Conversation is reciprocal. Each contributor has to contribute, otherwise conversation may not be successful. But in meeting it's different from the conversation, as they are like all the participants cannot contribute more, as they all are passive listeners. Whenever required they can participate, but it's not the case with conversation. So in case of conversation, in an immediate feedback is possible, but in meeting there is no interaction between people, therefore immediate feedback is not at all possible. So meeting with just two people aren't meeting, they are conversations. Now, let's just see what is one-on-one meeting. So, a one-on-one meeting is a regular check-in between two people in an organization. Typically, generally, it happens between a manager and an employee. But in Scrum team, it can be between a Scrum master and a team member as well. So, it is used to give feedback, keep each other in the loop, resolve issues, and help the participant grow in their role. So, it's always recommended that face-to-face conversation or a face-to-face one-on-one meeting offer the richest form of communication. So whenever possible, we have to meet in person and have a one-on-one meeting face-to-face. But if we cannot make it in person, we have to prefer a video call. As we all know, there are so many options available for video calls now, like Zoom, uh, Slack, Skype, etc. So when we both are in the same office, a small conference room is often the most convenient and quiet space to have a solid one-on-one routine. The key to have a good one-on-one meeting is the understanding that it is the employees meeting rather than managers meeting, because it's employee focused. So we have to give chance to employee to speak more. The benefit of one-on-one meeting are vast. They empower you to enhance team productivity, foster great work relationship, provide timely feedback, and set clear goals. So now let's see how I used to conduct one-on-one meeting. So I used to book the calendar for regular time slot every 1 or 2 weeks. Have one document where we have 2 3 columns: agenda, date, and action items. I start the one-on-one by showing that you care personally about your team member. So we can ask questions like, "How are you doing? How is your family doing? Did you do anything exciting in this weekend?" You should start your one-on-one by asking employees how they feel about their workload and what projects or ideas they are excited about. You can also ask what you can do as a Scrum Master to support them. How is the team doing? Do they have any suggestion on the way the team works together? This two question can be asked to check team dynamics. The other thing that I generally discuss in one-on-one meeting is their career aspiration and goals, just to discuss on the professional development, how I can help in their career path. We can also have a feedback and requests for change. Creating a culture of ongoing feedback should start with your one-on-ones. So you should use these meetings to ask like how you are doing as a mentor to them, what you should be doing to make work better for everyone. The other questions that we can ask is like, how was your progress on the action we discussed in the last meeting? Where are you at this task or the goal that we have discussed in our last one-on-one meeting? What obstacles or barriers to success are you running into, or are you on track to meet your daily task, or you need any help from my end, or any blocker is there? Do you have any thought, ideas, or suggestions on how to solve this problem? Yeah, so that is all about conversation and meeting, and also one-on-one meeting.
Thank you. Thank you for such a detailed answer, Neha. Actually, when I ask any Scrum Master for taking the interview or any discussion, I expect this kind of answer. Okay, so those who are watching this video can understand, like, meeting and one-to-one conversation is not kind of the same thing, and it is not like you have time or not. It's like for your situation, one-to-one conversion will be more beneficial or a meeting will be beneficial. So as a scrum, if you are an experienced scrum master, you will be aware of it. Okay, so I was like expecting the answer which Neha just explained now. So based on my experience, I can say that when you are doing an introductory discussion, like when the Scrum Master has come to you, whether you are a project manager or coach, or you are taking an interview, just try to be an actively listened their initial introduction or the initial part. From there only you will get some idea what's the actual thing is, because from the introduction of what Neha has mentioned, the word she has used, like taking the status, conducting the meetings, I understood a bit. And just to clarify that, I have ran my interview towards that, to understand that what I got from her introduction is my understanding right or not. So when she said like conducting the calls and status, so I drive towards the daily scrum to understand. Then I gave some real time scenario to see. When I asked the retrospective, she said she is not doing that. So yeah, so these are the kind of things which you can easily catch when you are discussing with a person. So if you all like the session, please hit the like button and share our videos. Thank you.
You.